baseball fans. You're watching On Deck with Tyler Redmond.
Welcome to On Deck. I'm Tyler Redmond. As always, make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell for notifications so you can stay up to date with everything going on here at On Deck, and of course with the Atlanta Braves. And we've been wondering when the Braves were going to start re-signing people, or whether or not they're going to wait till the off season. It seems like they're finally starting to do that. Freddie Freeman is still awaiting his deal. I think if you're worried about that, you're a bit insane. I think we're obviously going to re-sign Freddie. But the guy that surprised a lot of people, surprised me even, was Charlie Morton got re-signed. And it's not like he doesn't deserve it. I just was a bit surprised with how much we have at pitching right now that the Braves went and did that. I think it says a lot about what Charlie Morton brings to the Braves and his veteran approach and what he means for the younger guys, plus what he is able to do on the mound. Look at his stats this year. They're absolutely great. So he got re-signed to a one-year, $20 million deal. I think that's a great deal. I wouldn't have wanted him for more than 1 year. I think at his age, 1 year is about where we need to keep him. On the flip side, Travis dArnaud. This was interesting. Travis dArnaud is signed to a 2-year deal for $16 million. We'll talk about that in a second. But Charlie Morton is where I want to go back here for a second, because we need to talk about who's in the rotation for next year, right? Because if Charlie Morton, we're paying him $20 million, we're not paying him $20 million not to be in the rotation. So for me, the number one on this list is Charlie Morton, because he is getting paid $20 million, simply. Second, for sure, Max Fried, frankly, because he's Max Fried. I mean, he's a guy that hasn't failed us yet, and I think he's a guy that's going to be a part of the Braves rotation for many years to come. Ian Anderson will be in the rotation next year. He hasn't fallen off yet. He has his moments where he struggles, but, you know, he's came back from injury. He's looked great since. I think he's going to be a fundamental part of the rotation, again, for years to come. The other guy that I'm going to throw in here is Huascar Ynoa. Now, Huascar's had an interesting year. He's had 2 home runs this year. I think a grand slam included in that. But aside from that, he's been pretty good on the mound. And frankly, ride that till the wheels fall off. Now, I know that sounds simple, but Huascar Ynoa has been the guy that at the beginning of the year was the most consistent pitcher before he got hurt. He was the one pitcher that was keeping us in the game, and I think he'll be the same next year. Those are all pending injury, of course, but those are 4 guys who I think are going to be a part of the rotation next year. Now, that probably doesn't surprise you. That's not like a radical opinion that I have. But who's the 5th guy? Now, that's where this gets interesting, because you have 4 guys who I think you're going to be battling in spring training for that 5th spot. Touki Toussaint, Kyle Muller, Tucker Davidson, and Kyle Wright. Now, they're all, again, going to be battling in spring training. You can pick your favorite. Tell me who you want that 5th guy to be in the comment section down below. Now, there's a big name missing in that list. I know you're all going to tell me in the comment section that I'm crazy if I don't include this. So, Mike Soroka. Now, Mike Soroka will not be in spring training next year. He will likely be out until the All-Star break of next season. If you don't know that, that's according to Mark Bowman. So, with those 4 guys, Touki Toussaint, Kyle Muller, Tucker Davidson, and Kyle Wright, who will it be? Again, it's up for you to decide. It's up for the Braves to decide. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Who would you like to see in that 5th spot? Again, they all have their great days. They all have their tough days. So let me know who you want to see there in the 5th spot down below. Now that takes me to the other half of the battery. The catchers, Travis dArnaud, 2-year, $16 million deal. Now, this probably didn't spark any major controversy. Everybody likes Travis dArnaud. I like Travis dArnaud. I like this deal. But it does lead to some questions. What about the prospects? What about William Contreras and Shea Langoliers? Now, it very well could be that Shea Langoliers is 2 years away. It very well could be that, William Contreras is on the trading block. It could be that Shea is on the trading block. Who knows? It may be that they've decided that Travis is the guy they want to keep. Fair enough. But I think we all would agree that at some point, if you follow the minor league prospects, we would have thought that William Contreras and Shea Langoliers would be catching together very soon. If not next year, then probably the year after, with Travis and William taking over the mantle next year. Now, maybe Travis being out this year for 60 days had something to do with the fact that the Braves going ahead and giving him that deal. What I mean by that is, look at the names we've had in the catching position this year. I mean, we went out and had Jonathan Lucroy on the Major League roster, Stephen Vogt. We thought about bringing Tyler Flowers back. It's not like we had guys that were just ready to go our depth at catching was not great this season. It will be in the future, but right now it's not. So things certainly changed when Travis went out. Maybe that just showed how much the Braves really needed Travis. But again, there are two ways that I think it was always going to go with Travis dArnaud. Either he was a transitional piece or a substantial piece. Turns out he's a substantial piece. I think Travis being out the season, again, had something to do with it, but it does make you wonder what's going to happen with the catchers. Because if you have Travis dArnaud signed for 2 years, $16 million, you're not paying him $8 million a year to not catch. So he's one of your catchers, right? Stephen Vogt, I think, is a 1-year thing. I don't think we're going to see him back. So do they shop at winter meetings this year? Do the Braves shop one of these catchers at winter meetings this year? Maybe. Do they shop at all? You better believe it. They are going shopping. We have needs, we have wants, and we're going to go get them. Alex Anthopoulos has shown time and again that he is not afraid of making some deals at a deadline, and I think winter meetings might be one of those deadlines. So I think there is an extreme possibility that one of these guys gets shopped, whether that be William Contreras or Shea Langoliers. Now, if you're not familiar with who these guys are, we've obviously been familiar with Contreras. We've seen him at the major league level. The difference between Contreras and Shea Langoliers is pretty simple. Basically, Contreras is a better offensive catcher, and Langoliers is a better defensive catcher, just spoke plainly. Now, it's a little bit more complicated than that. Obviously, Contreras has a little bit more experience. Shea's a little bit younger. But in terms of AAA, AA, the situation is basically this. If Contreras is at AAA, Shea Langoliers can't go up to AAA, even if he has earned it. So I think we're definitely going to go shopping, maybe for starting pitching, because that hasn't been our strong suit this year necessarily. It's been better than our bullpen, which, again, we might go shopping for a bullpen. And how much would Shea Langoliers fetch in bullpen pieces? That's up for debate. I think the Braves have to have depth if they're going to be a contender. And the bullpen depth we have right now is not there. The starting rotation is good, but it could be better. I think we're going to go get depth, whoever that may be. So look for the Braves to make a move this offseason. Look for them to possibly make one at winter meetings, maybe sooner. But I think I wouldn't be surprised, rather, if one of these moves was Shea Langoliers or William Contreras. So with that out of the way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked the videos today. Got more coming out in the weeks to come. Thank you guys for being on top of the channel and keeping the support here. I do appreciate it. Before you go, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time right here at On Deck.
Baseball fans, make sure you like and share this video and subscribe to this channel. As always, thank you for your support.